Inside, jury selection for the trial against former President Trump wrapped up. This day saw emotional and colorful jury questioning. The 5 remaining alternate jurors were selected, and today, with those already chosen, there's now a complete panel of 12 jurors and 6 alternates. And despite a roller coaster ride all week, the trial now on track for opening statements come Monday morning. Pix 11's Henry Rossoff inside the courthouse for all of it. Henry joins us now live. Henry, first, how aware were those inside the court of what was happening outside?
Candace, not very, to be frank. I mean, I was checking my notes down to the minute of when this horrible fire situation happened outside of the courthouse. That's pretty much the very moment we realized that we had impaneled a full jury. So at that point, the judge, Justice Juan Merchan, dismissed us for lunch, and all of our phones really started blowing up as we made our way out, with our news managers and the general public and social media alerting us to what happened outside. And I can tell you they've resumed now after lunch with some other pre-trial matters ahead of opening statements planned for Monday. And former President Donald Trump was asked for his reaction to the fire, and he just walked by cameras. It's unclear if he even heard the shouted questions.
Instead of being in Pennsylvania or Georgia or North Carolina or lots of other places today, I'm sitting in a courthouse all day long. This is going on for the week.
So to be clear, that was former President Donald Trump this morning being frustrated having to sit at the courthouse all day, not him walking by the cameras a short time ago. Again, he made no comment about the fire situation, Candace.
All right, let's get to the business at hand. The full panel of jurors, no easy task, but is everything set for those opening statements on Monday?
They are. Right now, what's happening is the judge is taking some extra time. We ended up with extra time, Candace. It did not seem like that would be the case. He's taking some extra time to go over the sort of rules of the road for when and if the former president does take the stand in his own defense. But this was an emotional ride, and the stress really became apparent on the jury pool. We had several people say that this was just too much for them. I want to show you one quote I jotted down from one woman who got fairly far in the process and then eventually said she couldn't do it and was dismissed. She said, quote, "I thought I could do this, but I wouldn't want someone who feels this way to judge me either. This is just so much more stressful than I thought." And she talked about having anxiety, almost feeling like she was going to have a panic attack. So that really shows the very real pressure as people realize the stakes of this trial as we edge toward opening statements on Monday.
Yeah, you can imagine how stressful it can be for so many people. I want to get to a little bit of the color that a lot of people have noticed this week. And one thing you noticed in court, a sleepy former President Trump, did he doze off again today?
Yes, we do believe so. I think the consensus in the room where we get the video feed from inside the courtroom was yes. I'm sitting with a number of journalists that would agree with me. This was sort of during the preliminary questioning of jurors at the beginning of the day when it looked like this would take quite a while. He leaned back for quite a while, was motionless, his eyes appeared closed, and then suddenly sort of jerked forward as if he woke himself up and repeated that cycle for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then he woke up properly, put something in his mouth, we think a breath mint or a piece of gum, and then was more alert from there, and then was in general more alert when it got down to the intense questioning of some of the jurors, including a number of jurors that sent some very not nice opinions about him pretty much directly to his face, the type of thing that a former president, a powerful person, is generally speaking not used to being told, and he came face to face with that today in what was another very interesting moment inside the courtroom, Candace.
Yeah, well, this case expected to last up to 6 weeks. He's going to need a shot of adrenaline to get through it, no doubt. Henry, thank you.